Lufthansa, the German airline, has been forced to cancel 1,300 flights as cabin crew kicked off a massive 48-hour workout on Thursday. The strike has hit 20% of the German carrier's flights, impacting 180,000 passengers. The workers' union says it's necessary amid deadlocked talks with Lufthansa bosses over pay and conditions. The union's vice president's warning further strikes could come at any time. Daniel Roeska is the senior research analyst at Sanford C. Bernstein. He joins me now. Look, Lufthansa on strike. Then we all, of course, had BA pilots on strike. Why Lufthansa? What are they complaining about?
Well, I think what's important to understand is here that actually the company is trying to switch unions on the go. They've been deadlocked with the current union, UFO, for about 12 months now, and are trying to bring in a different German union called Verdi. And that is, of course, something the UFO union is fundamentally opposed against. Lufthansa has tried to go the court route, but definitely the union has showed that it's got some teeth.
And the ability for this union to continue strikes hurting Lufthansa, which frankly has only in the last year or two sort of really turned itself around with its latest restructuring and managed to present anything like a coherent plan. I mean, I'm thinking of the German wings this, and then it wasn't, and then this was going, and then long-haul low-cost came and went. But this is the last thing that Carsten Spohr needs.
Yeah, I think what they also need is really a union on the other side of the bargaining table that is reliable, and there has been a lot of upheaval at this union. That is what is concerning Lufthansa management at that point, that they need a bargaining partner that is actually able to strike a deal. Now, that's what Lufthansa has been contesting here, but clearly the union believes it should be the one Lufthansa is negotiating with.
Lufthansa's profitability as an airline in the last year has come back really quite strongly. The pieces of the jigsaw I was outlining do seem to be creating a coherent picture and a strong performance. How long can that continue?
Well, I think what you see in the German market is after the Air Berlin airline, a large secondary player in Germany, went bust, a lot of capacity piled into Germany and actually oversubscribed what left the market. And that created really a glut of capacity in 2019, which has hurt Lufthansa. That is reversing right now at the same time when fuel costs are lower for the airline. And so that's actually why probably the fortunes for Lufthansa into winter and next year look quite positive.
If you look at what they did with German wings and then Euro wings at Lufthansa, and you consider the turnaround that they're trying to do with Brussels, you add in the issues of profitability, say, at Austrian, how's Carsten doing?
I think he's doing better because I think they finally have found an answer, at least in their view, to the issues, which is one, be it a tougher restructuring on the core network within Eurowings, and then they're actually ceding control for some of the flights to the other airlines. So long-haul flights within Eurowings will actually be controlled by the network airlines, and they're also pushing parts out to Austrian. So that seems to be his current answers. And today on the earnings call, when we talked to him, he sounded very confident.
And finally, briefly, if you look at the three big groups, network carrier groups, IAG, Lufthansa and Air France-KLM, which is the strongest? Bearing in mind, of course, this week Willie Walsh bought Europa for nearly $1 billion. Which of the three do you like the best?
We still like IAG the best. It's definitely the most shareholder-friendly management team. Lufthansa a second, and Air France probably a distant third at this point.
Distant third. Good to see you, Daniel. We must talk more about this. Thank you.
Richard, thanks. See you soon.
Thank you.